Hey everybody, this is Alex Merced, and welcome to the second video in our Lots of Apps series. So basically, we built the backend API in our last video, and actually, let me queue up that API. So let's do this: CD into Lots of Apps, and then CD into backend, and then Node, Node server.js. Oh, cars. Okay. And now that's running, let's open up a new terminal. And what I'm going to do is start a new React project. CD lots of apps. And what you can do is you can use my React template, which is on npm. So you just have to do npx Merced Reactor. And we'll just call this React backend. Front end. And that will be the JavaScript template, so JS. And then basically with that will build out our project folder. Should take a minute or so. There, it's done. Now we can cd into that folder, cd React front, and then we just need to do an npm I in that folder, so that way it installs all our dependencies, which will take a minute. And then we can, well, that all installs, then we can run our dev server. We can begin our work. Okay, so let's see here. We just go to our app.js. We're not going to do anything super crazy. We just want to be able to add a to-do and display our to-dos. We'll just keep it real simple. Okay, and here's what we're going to do. So first thing I want to do, and again, the point of this series is not necessarily to teach you React and teach you Angular and teach you, it's just to kind of show you the experience of going through and building a front end from the same API with different front end frameworks. And just to also show you, as far as you learning how to do things, a nice way of learning how to do things is to create that one single API and build multiple front ends for it. So that way you learn how to do the same thing in different ways. One lets you appreciate for what's different from framework to framework, but you're not like having to rethink everything. You're just rethinking a portion of your design each time. And again, I'm going to be doing React with mainly functional components because it's just what my preference. Some people prefer classes, some people prefer functions. I'm a functions guy. Okay, so we need this piece of state for our to-dos. Const to-dos equals react.useState, and that will start off with an empty array, or actually we'll just start it as null. Yeah, empty array is fine. Then what else do we need? We will eventually need, actually we won't need another piece of state for that. We do need a function to get the to-dos, so const get to-dos equals, and I want this to be an async function. This is where we're going to do our API call. And basically what this function does, okay, we're going to say const response equals fetch to http / local host 4000. Okay, because that's our local host, where our API is being served at. Okay, and see, it just finished downloading, so now we can actually start our dev server. So I'm going to just do that. npm run dev, and that'll start the dev server for that project. So that'll take a second to start up. Const response await fetch. That's fine. Then we need to take that result. So this is const result equals await response.json. Okay, and that'll give us the result in a way that we can do stuff with. And why is that complaining? Variable implicitly has any typo. It's just a TypeScript error, even though we're not doing anything in TypeScript. Okay, and then what we want to do is, oh, I didn't set this. I didn't do this right. This is gonna be to-dos, and then we're gonna give our function set to-dos. Good. So then what we're gonna do is set to-dos. To-dos to results, because that'll be our array of to-dos. Okay. Okay, and then now what I want, what is this complaining about? Cannot read, there we goes. Cannot read property type of undefined. I think it just needs to rebuild. It will rebuild in the next save. So save. Toot, 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 toot. There you go. So now it's built. So now we should see this look a little bit better. There we go. Perfect. So we want to make sure now that we have this function, we want to make sure this function gets run when this component initially loads. So what we want to do is do const. No, we don't need to do that. It's just react.useEffect. That just means it's going to run this function at the beginning of this whole component loading up. And all I really wanted to do is run get to-dos. Cool. That works for me. Okay. And now that we have the to-dos, what we want is we're going to say our to-dos. I'm going to get rid of the header and the footer. We're not going to use those in this situation. They're just nice little template components that are already built into the template. And what do I want to do here? Hello world. We're going to say to-dos. And then we're going to take the to-dos and then we're going to do this, where we'll see if to-dos dot length is greater than 0, then we will render some JSX. Which will be to-dos dot map, and that'll be a single to-do, and each time it will just give me an H3 with the to-do inside of it, and if it is false, then it will render nothing. Okay. Oh, I didn't put parentheses. To-dos map. This should be right there. Get rid of this parentheses, and that is good. Okay. So basically, this is just a ternary operator saying that if the length of the array is greater than 0, then map over that array. And then for each to-do in the to-dos array, map an H3 with the text of the to-do. And if this for some reason was 0 or less, like I deleted all the to-dos, then this would just be a blank thing. Okay, so let me save that. So we should actually see all the to-dos already rendering on the front page. So let's see here. There you go. See groceries and laundry. That's from our API. So we're already almost there. Again, all I want to do is display and add. I'm not going to get through delete and edit and all that stuff right now. This is just to kind of show you how quickly and how each one works. This is going to be the quickest because this is where I'm most comfortable. As we do the other ones, you'll see. You're gonna kind of learn with me. So I'm going to be referring to the docs and remembering how I can do things in Angular, in Vue, and Stencil, and all that stuff because it's been a while since I've used those. Okay. So let's see here. So for this, we're going to make it real simple. Input. Okay, and then we're going to give this a ref. I'm not going to use the whole handle change and all that stuff. I'm just going to use a use ref. So we're going to say const input equals react dot use ref. No. To me, this is just the quickest way to do it. It's something simple. Input. So this input's attached to this ref property, and I need to make sure it's a text thing. Text equals, type equals text. So this is going to be a text input box. And then I need to create a function for when we click the button I'm going to make. So we'll call const handle submit equals, and we don't need to pass in any parameters. It's not going to be part of a form element, so I don't need to worry about prevent default. Just use a straight up button. And what we have here, basically what I'm doing is doing an API call. So const response equals, so I need to make this an async function. Const response await fetch, and first we have to put in the URL, local HTTP, local host 4000. Okay, and then a second argument, I need to pass in some other stuff. So I need to pass in the method, which is post. I need to pass in headers, which is an object. And inside those headers, there's a property called content type, and the value of it's going to be application JSON. And then we need the actual body, which will be JSON dot string if I an object that has a property called to do. So I'm pretty sure that's what we called it in the back end. Dot to do, and that's going to equal the input dot current dot value, the value of the input box, using the ref to grab it. Okay, so I need to come over here. I do, but get out of my way. Come over here. Okay, so that's all there. So then we're going to take that response, because technically it's going to return us the updated list of to-dos. So let's go make use of it. Const response, or const result equals await response.json, and then set to-dos equals result. Okay, save. So we have this function handle submit. Now we just need a button that actually uses it. So button on click equals handle submit, and the text of this button is submit. Save, and I think we should just be about done. So now if I say, okay, let's say I want to go out and party on my to-do list. Party, I hit submit. So it successfully added it to the API, got back the new API, the list of information in the API, and there he goes. Okay, if I wanted to go sing in a rock band in my to-do list, I can just do that. So it works. Okay, it didn't take too long to do that. Then you could add the functionality to edit, the functionality to delete. It's, you guys get the idea. But this just shows you sort of how you would do that in React. I want to pretty much do the same exact thing in several other frameworks over the next several videos. So have a good one. Ciao.